Okay then, good evening everybody. Hello and welcome back to Team Prawn Racing. So, Snetterton, that was pretty exciting, wasn't it? It turned out Snetterton has been a massive turning point in our year. So we've been slogging away all year, trying to make the car reliable, trying to put in some good results, trying to have a decent attack on this championship. And you know what? It's all started to finally come together for us. There's a degree of luck involved, but that's motorsport. There's always a degree of luck involved. So we headed to Snetterton, sat third in the championship. We were 3 points behind Brian. We were 15 points behind Sam Wilson in the Aston. Sam's had a pretty phenomenal year to date, but yeah, the tables are turning. So, Snetterton double win. We've gone from 87 points. We've got a 27-point haul with a win, a fastest lap, and then another win, although Gary robbed the fastest lap off me right at the end. Fair play to him. 114 points compared to Sam's 102. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. Sam didn't race at Snetterton, so there's your answer. But motorsport, it's all about the full package. It's about getting the car there, the car being reliable, the car being quick. I started thinking, I was like, have we lucked into this? I'm not sure. So I look back over the whole year at the results. Now, pretend there's no classes. Let's look at Thunder's overall results, just finishing places on the overall grid. Sam in the Aston has had 3 overall wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, and 5 races where he's either not finished or not started due to a mechanical problem or something, you know, drive shaft failure. They missed Croft because of a gearbox that they couldn't get rebuilt. They unfortunately didn't race at Snet because they cracked a head on the Aston. So 3 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, 5 races. We have had 3 overall wins, 3 overall seconds, 3 overall thirds, and 5 crap races. So we had a DNF at Silverstone race 1, which I put down to brake bias. It's driver error because I should have known it was out. Didn't do enough testing, didn't get it set up in time, and yeah, I tried to drive it like I wanted it to drive, not like it was prepared to drive. Stuck it in the gravel. That was a DNF. Next race, we started from the back. We went from 44th up to 10th, which was epic, but crap haul of points. You know, we were on for 13 points or 10 points or something, and we ended up with 2. So there's a kind of drop. We've got Brands Hatch where the power steering issue happened, dropped us from 2nd back to 7th. We got Castle Coombe where the boost hose popped off, and then the next day we fought from last on the grid all the way to 3rd, which was a 2nd in class. Again, there's another couple of points missed there, but hey-ho, that's how it goes. And then we got the unfortunate Croft race 1, which was probably on for a 14-point clean sweep and ended up as a 2-point, a start and a fastest lap. So yeah, 3 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, 5 mechanical DNFs. It is unbelievably even across the season. But we find ourselves heading to Donington next weekend, as you're seeing this, leading the overall championship by 12 points. Now, Class B is basically already wrapped up for us. We're going to win Class B this year, as long as we start one of the races. But we could win this overall. Genuinely, the little home-built front-wheel drive shed could win Thunder Saloons 2023. And that's where I need you guys to help me. So, where's the last race? It's at Donington. Donington, East Midlands. It is the very middle of the country, so most of you are going to be closer to this than a lot of the other rounds. If you're free next weekend, October 14th and 15th, get yourselves down to Donington, come and support us. We're going for it. I've worked out the numbers. To be uncatchable overall, we need a 2nd and a 3rd in class in the 2 races, but that depends what happens with Sam and the Aston, if they get it fixed in time, if they even enter. God, talk about anxious. I have been thinking about this non-stop every day since Snetterton. I know it's October, so you never know, it might be getting cold. Get yourself over to Donington and come and buy a TPR hat for winter. I'm going to be bringing a box load of these to Donington. If you want to buy one, come and grab them from us at Dony. They're going to be £10 a hat. After that, they're going to be £15 posted, but £10 a hat on the day at Donington. They're really nice quality, actually. This one is 3 years old now, and I still wear it all winter, every winter. Really warm, TPR colours. Come and grab one. So, that's my little pitch. Donington, Thunder Saloons, Championship. There is a genuine chance that the fat guy from YouTube with the little front wheel drive hatchback could actually win this thing. It would be amazing if you guys were there. Anyway, I'm going to spin the camera around, show you what I've been up to. We are leaving no stone unturned in the prep for Donington. The car has got to be perfect. Driver has got to be on the ball. Wish us luck. So, what have we been up to in the run-up to this? Well, the main one is a massive spanner check. Donington GP we're on, pretty hard on discs and pads. We've got a fresh set of discs on there. We've got a really good set of pads in there at the moment as well. Everything up there in the arch has all been cleaned up and checked. We've got a new set of top mount bearings to go on. That is the front end sorted. Round to this side, obviously, new discs and pads up here as well. All the arms, everything has been cleaned, thoroughly spanner checked. As you can see, our tyre rubs there ever so slightly. So I've put a 3mm slip-on spacer here just to try. Also, our rims run super close to our struts, so hopefully that 3mm spacer will help with that. So something else that I found, part of my pre-flight checks, as it were, spanner checks, the tiniest amount of play in the bearings in our GAZ top mounts. So these have been on the car since 2020 when we first turned it into a race car. They've done 4 seasons of race use now, and the play is tiny. They haven't popped up or broken through or anything. Spanner check in the car ahead of Donington. Remember, this has to be as good as it gets. And yeah, a little bit of play. Quick message to Gaz, no trouble mate, what's your address? The next day, set of bearings arrived. Massive props to Warren at Gaz. Massive props to Gaz as a whole. 6 years on this thing without a rebuild. The Gaz Gold kit, still doing the goods. Might be a little upgrade over winter in store for that. But we're going to drop the top mounts out, get these bearings swapped over, and then crack on with the rest of it. Right, so there we go. Super simple. You can't hear it, but there's the tiniest bit of play in that. Hasn't popped through or anything, but tiny bit of play. Leave no stone unturned. We'll get the circlip pliers out, swap these over, get it straight back in. Shut up, like. Right, that's 2 of these little bearing units. Brand new bearings in there. They are all good to go, fitted with a sudden bearing fit. We're going to get these back in there, then move on to the brakes. Right, guys, just putting this back together, and I found some more damage since the Croft crash. I know this is bad practice, but they're buggered anyway. Let me show you this. So I was just doing the strut up, and I was having trouble stopping it turning. But I noticed something as it was turning. Now, I have got an impact gun on this. Don't judge me. But watch the strut now. Yeah, not great. So, yeah, that's a bent strut. 6 years they've been on the car, and I'm pretty certain that's happened in the crash. That's a bent strut. Explains why every time I track the car up, it just never quite felt 100%. Frustrating. Bugger.
Early the next morning.
I've already been on the phone to Warren at Gaz. We've got a little bit of a plan. Shocks are coming off, and I'm taking a trip to Basildon, see if they can get them rebuilt and back in time for us to go and get our alignment done with Gary at GP Racing in about a week. It's going to be tight. This wasn't what I had planned. Right, so I love this car. 20 minutes and they're off. That is them off, ready to go back to Gaz. Now, you can say what you like about Gaz, but these are 6 years old now. 2017 I put these on, and yeah, you get a bit of surface rust on the plating within the first 12 months, but beyond that, they're still in great shape. They're still working, they're still delivering the lap times, they do the job, and they don't cost the earth. I'm a big fan. Under here, we've had a thorough nut and bolt check. All our paint pen marks have been checked on the engine mounts and things. Inlet manifold bolts in particular love to rattle themselves loose. Just the frequency and the thing revving to 8,500 revs. Everything's looking good under there. Badger 5 power plant, fresh and ready to go. Back here, our parts garage beam has been cleaned, thoroughly inspected, every single weld checked, and I'm happy to say it's absolutely mint. You know what, fitting this beam really was a bit of a game changer, and just makes the whole car feel more consistent, the rear end more predictable. Extremely happy with that still.
Later that same evening.
Right, little time hop for you. I'm at work at the moment in our tyre emporium that AP and I share. Just want to say a massive thanks to Malcolm Buck. If you look behind me, there is a stack of tyres considerably taller than I am. 8 really, really good slicks, ready for our big finale, final push weekend at Donington. And it's not just the slicks he sorted me out with. We have got a really, really good set of Dunlop BTCC wets, just in case October, Donington, weather throws anything unexpected at us. Anyway, back to the garage. Right, so there you go. Spanner check is all done. One or two little things thrown up that we don't really want to be dealing with, but it's what happens. Thankfully, it's 2 weeks before the race. We've got time. We've got great support and help behind us. We're going to get this sorted. I hope you guys will like this one. By the time you see this, hopefully the shocks will be back with me and I'll be throwing them on the car about now, Friday night, ready to test it over the weekend. But yeah, 1 week to Dony. Like I said before, please come and join us if you can. It's going to be the biggest race weekend of my life. The little A3 challenging for the Thunder Saloons overall championship. Genuinely never thought that could even be possible. Something I would say 4 years ago when we first started racing in road sports. But hey, here we are. Exciting stuff. I hope you guys will like this one. Little short update. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for being with us all year on this unbelievable journey we've been on with the little car. Have fun. Take care. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you at Donington. Cheers, guys.